Favorite pre-game hype song, probably Pretty Green Eyes. If you know the artist, that type of music.
I listen to anime, Monkey Birds.
High School Musical, Breaking Free.
Favorite basketball idol is probably Dennis Rodman. You know, I love his hairstyles, I love his hustle. Shows you don't need to score points, you can win games, win champs.
My basketball idol is Cornell because his height and he also plays center. I also play center.
My favorite basketball player is Kawhi Leonard.
Hustler. You know, a lot of the boys call me Hustler, Pure Lock, you know, stuff like that.
Like strategy making and blocks.
I think my teammates would describe me as fast.
Most of the boys just call me EK.
My nickname of the team is Big Man.
I'll say the funniest person on our team is Georgia Banash.
Funniest person, probably say Jake Shaw, you know, got a bit of character to him, a bit of flair.
Dursil. My funniest person on the team is Dursil.
Hello, everybody. Funny person indeed. Well, we've got a lot of humor here, but not on the basketball court. We are dead serious. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rising Stars Environment Tournament 2025. Still laughing about that. Day 2 as we transition back to the boys' competition in a Group C game between the HIN school from Malaysia going against FUKUDAI OHORI Trojans from Japan. Now, this is their second game, and this is the HIN's first meeting of this competition after clinching the Junior NBA Selangor under-18 as we look at the scores so far. Now this is going back a little bit from day 2, 67-58 this morning. The Thailand team defeating the Indonesian team 81-60 in favor of the Philippine team over the Thai team. That was the second game of the game we just finished. A runaway game for Australia, 68-28 over an Indian team, an upstart Indian team. Don't give up on them. They'll be back here next year, so we're ready for game number 4 right now. And that's us at 3 p.m. The Japanese team going against Malaysia will be followed by another Japanese, it'll be a girls team going against the Singaporean team. And finally, our nightcap of the night, Mongolian team. We haven't seen a team from Mongolia again, played against China. So lots of action in front of us. Here in game 2, Chuck Schreiner along with Boom Gonzalez. So happy you could meet us on this Thursday afternoon. We hope you'll stick with us for the duration of the day. Game 2, we've already had some exciting games. We hope for that to continue, Boom.
Yeah, 2 straight games. The first one and the second one was really good. 2.5 quarters. The dominant team really kept the lead. But the third one was a blowout, which sets us up for this 4th one, Malaysia versus Japan.
Yeah, confirmation of that game. We said FUKUDAI OHORI Trojans going against HIN. We've not seen HIN. Malaysian team. FUKUDAI really did a number on Singapore yesterday. If we look at the table right now, Japan 1-0. Anglo-Chinese, they are 0-1. They will have to beat the Malaysian team to have a chance, and hope against hope that perhaps Japan can somehow pull the upset over HIN. That is the game that we're going to be seeing just a moment. If Japan wins this game, boom, it's all over. They win the group. They will be going to the semifinals. So everything to play for if Japan wants to get things over right here, right now, and let the other teams be on the outside looking in as we get ready to present the players in just a couple of minutes. So just a couple of notes from the last game we saw. I know you were watching as well, Boom. A very well organized Australian girls team. Man, they really look tough.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the team from India were outmatched in that game, but I like what you said. This is a learning experience, something that they can take for the next event, not only for next year, but also when they go back home and all the other probably regional tournaments that they're going to do.
Well spoken, and that goes for a lot of teams, no matter how they look in this tournament. Remember, you don't get any better playing down to your level.
Correct.
You get better playing teams better than you at that moment. And who knows, next year when we come back, India could be a shining star and look sort of like Australia did. All right, we're going to go down and look at the intros of the players on the floor. Let's go down the floor and see what's going on.
as well for these young talents.
Triple on the game. Beautiful basketball with the best youngsters around Asia who have their sights. Nice job finding the hole. Yes.
Great base here at the Kalang Tennis Hub.
This is the NBA Rising Stars Invitational. Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the NBA Rising Stars Invitational. Boys Division. It's HUAvsFUKUDAI OHORI Trojans taking on Hinwa High School. Introducing first from Japan, HUAvsFUKUDAI OHORI Trojans. Number 4, Ban Katsumata. Number 5, Sakaturo Korihara. Number 6, Haru Yoshioka. Number 7, Yoshinosuke Murakami. Number 8, Manuel Santos. Number 9, Tsubasa Hirota. Number 10, Kotatsu Taira. Number 13, Ryo Inoki. Number 15, Toshiatsu Kagaya. And number 16, Jirai Yamamoto. Let's hear it for the HUAvsFUKUDAI OHORI Trojans and their head coach, Sota Katamine. And now, Hinwa High School from Malaysia. Chong Terrence, number 3. Number 5, Tan Juan Wan. Number 6, Tan Sui Hao. Number 7, Tan Jun Yuan. Number 8, Tan Jem Wei. Number 9, Tan Yin Ji. Number 10, Kim Derek. Number 11, Wong Shui Dao. Number 12, Tick Kai Feng. And number 13, Lim Q Shen. Put your hands together for Hinwa High School. Their head coach, Tan Miao Wen. And our officials of this match, crew chief Tan Hong Hee. Umpire 1, Coach Chong. Umpire 2, Danilo De La Cruz.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after that nice little introduction to both our teams from Japan and Malaysia. As we said before, this will be the first foray into the arena for Hinwa High School. We don't know much about their team, but on the other side of the ball, we do know that they have 3 big guns on their team. Number 7, Murakami, number 8, Santos, and number 9, Hirota Boom. And those 3 guys made a big difference to this team last game they played.
Right, then they, just from the eye test, Chuck, they look big compared to this Malaysian Hinwa High School team. I did a Hinwa High School team yesterday, but that was the girls who lost to Singapore last night. This is the boys' counterpart in Group C. Just like how, the NUNS boys look bigger than the Thai boys, this is what I'm seeing right now as we look at the starting lineup for both teams.
5, Kurihara, Murakami, Santos, Hirota, and Inoki for Japan. On the other side of the ball, Tan, that is Jun Tan, Sui Hao Tan three tans actually, Churn Wei Tan, Derek Lim, and Chusiem Lim. So we got the Tan and Lim boys, got to make sure we don't get them mixed up. We'll have to go by the numbers. So excuse us if we sound repetitive, but that's just the way their team's names shake out. So we look at the starting lineups, and here we go to start it off. Japan in white, coming to you from left to right. The other side of the ball, Malaysia. All off the mark. Through the traffic right there, 1 and out. Malaysia fighting for the ball on the ground, and yeah, just looking at this height advantage, it is really pronounced, especially when they get inside the paint. You can sort of tell 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies there, and all of them white. You can't barely see the red. So let's see if that makes any difference.
They're big and they're wider. They're more muscular than these guys. So it's going to be an interesting physical matchup.
But they initially make up for that in quickness. Tan has the ball. Fires away from the elbow, off the mark, 1 and out. Back from Japan with the rebound. Pressing it just as hard as Malaysia was. Running the offense is Inoki. Now he gives it up. Good kick. Long 2 is going to be off the mark. Skying up to get the rebound. That's the first offensive rebound of the game. Turning, firing. Can't get it to go again. Ball on the floor. Punch back out alertly. So Japan, 4th kick at the can with this possession here.
Yeah, they look like they're not only taller, as you see the first 2 points there, they also look a little more athletic in terms of going for those rebounds.
Yeah. Sure, the strategy for Malaysia going forward, tried to outquick Japan. Example of it right there, but that's what happens. And that's Santos getting the first block of the game. He gave an interview yesterday. Watch this, Inoki.
Was he the best? Was he the best player yesterday?
I'd say Santos was.
Was? Okay.
Yeah. But you agree?
Yeah. Very tall, very athletic presence in the middle for Japan.
Murakami slashing through the basket on the blow by. 1 and out. From Threesville, off the mark. Oh, nice job on the rebound, on the reverse. Can't get it to go. Very alert play by number 6. That is Tan Sui Hao. Getting the ball inside. Watch this again. Nice job waiting, taking the contact.
Yeah.
Hoping maybe to make the basket, to make it a 3-point play. That was Lim Kui Shen.
First game's always tough. You're trying to feel your way not only through your opponent, try to get the depth of perception also of the venue and all of that. As we look at the coach who is also, well, she was coaching yesterday for the women's Hinwa team.
Huh. One coach for 2 teams.
Yeah, that's
must be good.
That's interesting, yeah. We'll get to the name in a bit, Chuck.
Around 1 screen, going baseline, fading away, and the whistle. Santos will go to the line. He is athletic, foul there on Setan. So check that. Going to the line will be number 13. That will be Inwa, Rio Inoki. So 3-1. Well, we've had a couple competitive games today, a couple blowouts today. Part and parcel when you get into a tournament like this. Teams unknown, makes them both.
Inoki seems to have a lot of fans too. During the team introductions, there were a lot of applause for Rio Inoki.
He did a good job running the offense yesterday. He's not a guy that's going to put a lot of points on the board, but he'll get a lot of assists. Hustle, great on defense. Pretty much the whole package.
4 seconds left.
Yeah, nice job with the floater. Not able to get it to go. Back comes Japan. Hirota with the ball. He had a strong game yesterday. Santos. Inoki skewing the screen and trying to go baseline. blocked off. There will be a foul. That will be on S-Tan. Tan's all over the place, so HUAvsFUKUDAI, number 6.
Early substitution here for Team Fukudai OHORI Trojans.
Yeah, Japan very, very deep in their rotation, and their coach does not hesitate at all to press the buttons, and very confident in anybody he puts in the game.
Nice pass.
Underneath the follow.
Third opportunity, Chuck.
Yeah. Fourth opportunity. Tips it back outside, and Malaysia very quick to the ball, but Japan controls it. Inoki from Freesville, no good. Another offensive forward. That's going to be a theme, I'm afraid. Third and fourth chance opportunities, long three. Oof, gets the roll. Nice job by Ben Katsamota, keeping the ball alive a couple times, spotting the open shooters, almost taken away there.
Guy off the bench for Japan with a headband.
Dumps it down, 1 and out. Very physical team. Kagaya that time with the rebound. So already 7-1. Very quick, crisp passing. Slicing up the middle on the blow by again. Can't get it to go. Back comes Malaysia. Long pass right in his arms. Perfect pass, but can't finish. The execution not there. Opportunity there, but execution no. Broken up at the other end. So these outlet passes are fast and furious at the beginning. Under 6 minutes to go.
Long three is out.
Yeah, another of the Tan boys get in. That's Tan Swan Yun.
Only 1 point for Malaysia so far, almost halfway through the game as Inoki lines it up again.
Yeah, they're not going out on the shooters at all, Malaysia, so free reign for the Japanese shooters just to fire away. Problem is they haven't knocked them down. That's the reason why it's only 7-1, but the opportunities are there as the coach continues to run substitutions in. This will be number 9. Hirota will check back into the game. He was the starter. Going out will be Santos. And, you know, as we get deeper into this, as you were saying yesterday, I think it was, Boom, that you know, if you've got a deep team, use all your players. You're going to have at least 2 more games after this if you make the finals.
Right.
Taken away, back the other way we go. 2-on-1 action. Murakami.
Perfect execution. Perfect execution on the transition play.
Very well taught. 9-1. Little hesitation move inside on the revert.
Circus shot right there.
Tan Swan Jun. Again, there are 3 Tans and 3 limbs on this team. All of them playing a prominent part of this lineup.
Japan able to break the press easily, Chuck.
Yeah, that's too easy. That is too easy. On the other side, Japan applying a little pressure of their own. It's broken though. Malaysia does have some speed. They're able to dribble out of some tough situations. It's the execution that's wanting at the moment. 11-3. Left-hand dribble, knocked away. Murakami on the left-hand side. He's going to take it himself. Can't get it to go. Out of bounds. Last touch by Tagaya.
You know, as we see more substitutions here coming in for both teams, I think one of the reasons why you also want to utilize your bench as we go along in the tournament, because you never know if somebody, and hopefully nobody gets hurt, but you never know if somebody does go down. I think in the Australian game, I saw a girl being carried out as her foot was being iced.
Yeah, straddled her ankle.
Right.
So, yeah, we hope she can come back.
Right. But that's when you're going to need your subs.
No, excellent point, you know, and there's no reason to put that much pressure on somebody's legs. And, you know, at some point in time, everybody gets injured, but you don't want it in a very short term like this. You hope that you come in healthy, you leave healthy. good pursuit by the Japanese defenders. Look at that.
Great defense there by Taira.
Forcing him into a mistake. Lead pass should be easy. Yes, it is. Too easy there for Katasu Tora.
Very disciplined defense so far, Chuck, by the Japanese team. Are we even surprised with that? They're known for their discipline. They're known for their fundamentals. They're known for their speed.
Well, that's what we're seeing right now. So right now, it looks for all the world that Japan is the cream of this division. Lots of things can happen. There is a timeout now, so we'll see if Malaysia can talk it over and come up with some sort of a plan. But right now, they just looked a little bit outgunned.
Yeah, biggest lead of the match, 13-3, and it's mostly in transition coming off of turnovers.
Yeah. And, you know, on the other end, Malaysia just has had no time to get into their offensive half-court set. And when you can't do that, you end up just freelancing. That's the reason why you get all these threes being shot at different points in the game, because they're not able to get in any sort of rhythm at all on their offensive end.
They also trying to avoid, I mean, I'm sure they don't want as much of half-court offense as they can because of the height and the heft of this Japan team. But they can't even get into their front court too well because of the defense of Japan.
And they turned the ball over 3 or 4 times, so not to sound too negative so early, but you know, it is what it is at the moment.
So we saw the coach, that's Coach Ang Hui Yi, who coaches the girls group yesterday. We saw her, and she's coaching the boys today. Also, originally in the lineup, the coach is Tan Mia Wen, but right now we're looking at Ang Hui Yi.
Good research. Appreciate that, Boom.
And then the counterpart coach, you saw him, Sota Katamine.
Ball out of bounds, off Malaysians' hands. Again, they got the opportunity close to the basket, but the height of Santos just made it a very improbable shot. Back it out almost, get rid of it. Bounce pass inside, looking for cutters. On the reverse, oh my goodness. As Hirota, well, that's why he's one of the big 3. Very quick first step. That drop step was beautiful.
You did tell me that these are one of the players to look out for based on that game from yesterday.
Not to ignore number 13, Rio Inoki, who is the straw that stirs the drink in the sense that he runs the offense, but he's not in there for his scoring. He's in there for his playmaking. Looking inside, and nobody cutting that time, so that was a wasted possession.
There's another, I remember talking to a coach, if I may tell this quick story, Chuck. Another reason why in some tournaments like these, coaches really tend, especially the stronger teams, coaches tend to use all of their players, other than the reasons that we already established, but also because they know they're being scouted, and they don't want other teams to get like the strongest 5 combination right away.
No, that makes sense. Especially in a team like this with such an unusual makeup. I mean, very seldom do you see a tournament with 4 divisions with 3 teams in each tournament, in each division. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. Long 3 if it goes, it does not. Gang rebounding though by Japan, up and in, Santos. Second kick at the can is golden.
Some teams don't even start the same starting 5. Different games, it's a different starting 5 all the time, just so they don't get scouted by other teams, other schools. As we see this interior pass broken up again by that intense Japanese defense.
Yeah, you can see the bewilderment on the face of these Malaysian players trying to find a chink in the armor, but so far nothing going. And this sometimes, unfortunately, is when you get into the jump shot mode. Well, we can't get inside, so you know, what else can we do? We can't force turnovers. We can't get in transition ourselves. Did he walk with the ball there? Is there a foul? There's a foul. So because of the dearth of opportunities, then teams start settling for jump shots, and that almost always doesn't work.
Right.
As we look up on the board now, the leading scorer, of course, is Tan Jun-Swan Tan. He's the only one that even has a bucket.
Yeah.
So
as Japan continues to lord it over in the interior with continued paint touches and drawing more fouls from Team Malaysia.
Santos making a mistake that time. You saw when he corralled the rebound, he went down initially, and that's when the hand came in, but the hand also got part of the opponent's hand, so that's the reason why he's at the line.
Manuel Hajime Santos, the starting setter, at least for the last couple of games for Team Fukudai, Ohori Trojans. And looking to get some separation right away, early from the Malaysia team.
Well, you know, it's kind of a mixed blessing being in a group that you can fairly well dominate, as we saw Japan do yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, you almost feel that you need a test. And I'm not saying, you know, overtime, 1 or 2 points, but at least a test where you're having to work.
Adjust,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
to certain runs of the opponent.
Go into your plan B from time to time.
Right.
But this does not happen with the Fukudai team.
So far, at least.
Not at least, not now.
Well, you know, if you're Coach Katamine, these are the cards you're drawn. You want to get out of your group, escape it, and then prepare for better matchups and tougher matchups in the future.
And that's when the scouting and oh my goodness.
Nice.
And the follow is good. Yeah, and this is why you say, you talk about scouting, why that is so important, because no doubt coaches and players alike have been looking at the other teams as well.
Right.
These two teams that they're playing aren't the end all of this tournament, so I'm sure they're looking at some of the other teams. And players talk.
Yeah.
You know, and it is a festival of basketball, so they're talking to other players from other teams. They're going, hey, you need to look out for this guy from this team, or look out for that team.
Yeah.
And they're doing their homework.
Speaking of which, Chuck, and I don't know if we can get a shot of all of these players in the players section who are kind of watching and scouting and maybe just enjoying this game. We'll probably get a shot of them later when we have a chance, or we have a lull in this ball game.
Yeah,
that gallery section of all the players.
See a lot of ladies here, lady players as well.
A lot of the boys also watching. I'm sure there are coaches somewhere there too. As you get a foul on this interior move by Tan Jun-Yuan.
Well, the great thing about this facility is there are monitors everywhere you go.
Yes.
Two things we're not spoiled. We've got a ton of security people. We've got a ton of monitors.
Me too.
So, you know, there's no excuse not to know the book on a lot of these other teams or other players. I got admonished just a little while ago. I went over to a place where there was nobody sitting and put my foot up on a chair. Oh, he quickly came down and said, get your feet off that chair. Yes, sir.
Speaking of monitors, a little side story. I came from Oklahoma, where the NBA Finals just ended. Their restrooms have TV screens.
My goodness.
You can't miss the action.
Who needs a ticket, right?
Restrooms, so you can scout even if you're doing whatever it is that you need to be doing. Well, this lead has ballooned to 20 points. I'm not kidding, by the way. A lot of the restrooms have like those embedded monitors in the mirror. In the mirror, that's like looking at the Matrix, Chuck.
You know you're in Thunder Country when you see that.
25 seconds left here in the first quarter, and a 23-3 score early.
Yeah, good intentions, trying to shuffle the ball off to the open man on the wing, but fast hands again, quick hands by Japan, scuttling that. Ball goes off the red jersey. Long three, and again, not coming out on the shooters at all. It's so cognizant of the damage that Japan can do on the interior. Let's see something promising here. A long three at the buzzer, no good. So 1 quarter in the books, 23-3. Japan in the lead. We'll see what happens in the second quarter. We'll be right back with that second quarter action after this. Day 2, game number 4. A team against Malaysia. This is HIN High School going against Fukudai OHORI Trojans, and it is a 23-3 game. The lonely basket for Malaysia coming from Tan Swan Jun. They've got the ball now, however, trying to do some damage. Gets
Turnover
picked off.
again, yeah.
7 turnovers by my count. Very quickly, Santos with the finish.
And Japan really bouncing on the turnovers by converting them. It's one thing to turn over the team. It's another thing to really maximize and score on those turnovers.
We're almost losing it there. And look at all the Japanese players converge on the ball.
It looks like there's 6 Japanese players there on the court right now, Chuck. Fadeaway doesn't work.
Trying to get over the top in a long lead pass. Turns, fires. Santos there to clean it up once more, and a foul will go to the line.
I believe that's Hirota. Santos and Hirota, they're getting the rebounds, but Hirota in the end with the follow-up and the bucket.
Right you are, Hirota with a double clutch.
That's tough. You've got Hirota on one side, you got Santos on the other side.
Murakami coming up the middle of the
Murakami,
trailer.
you're right.
Can't convert that, 27-3.
Kagaya also there.
Oh, this is just stifling defense. What do you do?
Yeah.
Tell you what you don't do is...
Oh, much needed.
Certainly was. So number 13, you want to put a stamp on that one, take a picture of it, Lim Chi Shin.
Like rain in the summertime, Chuck.
A clock is always right twice a day.
The answer, that
Hirota
should be an
again.
offensive foul. No, it's not an offensive foul. It's actually a boxing out foul, so the ball will stay with Japan.
Yeah, trying to get those legs spread, and unfortunately using his arms to clear out, you can't do that. So trying to find the combination, checking in the game. Wang Sui Tao, listed as a center. They listed as a center.
Right. Coming out would be Lee Kui Shen.
And again, frustration now by Malaysia. Pushing, shoving, trying to do anything to displace these guys in white jerseys. They are just so good. And once they get position, they are, so, as you said before, so muscular, so strong.
Fundamentally sound. They've got some base strength, but
Almost threw it
almost threw it away out.
Rotation, very patient team on the half court. Off the mark. There's a board, 1 and out. Quickly trying to get it up court, and look at the Japanese players converge. Somebody's got to be open, and he is. But there's your result. Just inexperience, it looks like to me. Boom, you know, they hear footsteps and they can't stay focused on their objective. Maybe they turn their eyes a little bit, and you do that, it's a lost cause.
In some cases, the blindside trapper coming in so fast.
Okay, a rare turnover there. Let's see if they can make something out of this. No,
Good recovery by Japan, but ball will stay with our Malaysian team, Hinhua High School.
Good job by Katsumata. He was turned inside out, but still had the presence. He could sort of feel where the ball handler was, and got his right arm outstretched while he was turning. Was able to block it away.
So Santos back in. Moving out will be Katsumata and also Taira.
They're going to use their whole complement of players.
For sure.
As Inoki comes back into the game, he started.
Very popular player from the team. Gets the rebound. Repost.
Oh, wide open look. Very lucky not to knock that down, but again, double and triple attempts here.
Santos and Hirota just taking turns right now underneath.
Yeah, and then pressure on the ball on the inbounds also. So pressure everywhere you look if you're Malaysia.
Good pass.
Not an open shot ever.
It's done, unable to take advantage. Inoki, look away.
Very nice, very nice. Very nice. That's symbolic of a team that's played together. They know where each other are going to be. They know where the court is. They know where they are on the court. They know where their teammates are.
As As they say, you can smell each other's movements already, even without looking. Turnover. And Enoki now will run again.
A 25-point lead. If this was the second half, it would be a running clock. Counted in one.
Now at 27.
Again, if it's in the second half, there's a 25-point lead or more, the clock does not stop.
Right.
Well, you know, you don't want to say halfway in the second quarter that this game is over, but it's hard to see a path back for Malaysia, just given what we see. Just undermanned. You know, I'm afraid they're going to, at the end of the day, they may have to chalk this up as an experience. A good experience in a way. It's not fun when you're doing it, but
yeah,
the things that you learn afterwards, the things that you can aspire to be after going through something like this are important.
Yeah, one of the things that you would want to learn is to take care of that ball. They've given away 9 turnovers already so far, officially.
Not a bad looking drive there, but execution at the end, good rotation. Good use of the shoulder, can't get it to fall.
2 good drives there by HIN.
They'll start to fall if they keep at it. They keep being aggressive, going towards the basket. They'll fall eventually. I don't know if enough of them will fall though. Wide open look, nobody on the shoot. Absolutely nobody in the neighborhood.
Santos showing some variety. 7 points, first triple of the game.
There you go.
Panic. Get the ball back with 10 seconds.
Look, just nobody making any moves. A lot of ball watching by Malaysia at the moment.
2 seconds to shoot.
Looks like a 4-on-3 break. Nice little spin move. Back the other way we go. Playground ball at the moment. Oh, nice move there, though. Gets the crowd buzzing a little bit.
Yamamoto underneath. One of the skinnier players from Japan.
I was going to say in the introductions, all the other ones look like they've been hitting the weight room regularly, but not him.
Looks like a very young player from for the team.
Off the mark.
Yeah, he looks like a boy out there. He's got a body of a boy. He's moving like a boy, and probably one of those players, Chuck, that Team Fukudai is developing for the future. And that's why he's now getting some playing time now that the lead is at 21.
Nice arc on his shot.
Sorry, did I say 21? I meant 31.
31.
Yeah.
And counting.
Yes.
Little Euro step action.
Caught by Lim Kui-shen. Why not take a 3?
Absolutely. Got to do it. Shot taken there by Kan Sui-hao off the mark. We're down to 4 minutes here in the first half. Game number 4 of our sojourn. We've got 2 games to go today. Day 2.
Missed shot.
Chuck Schreiner and Boone Gonzalez, hoping you're enjoying it wherever you are in the world.
Takeaway. On the run is Japan again.
Nice lead pass, but again, number 16 right there, Yamamoto. A little bit arrogant that time of number 9, Hirota.
.41.8, approaching the 3-minute mark.
Yeah. Well, you got it. Frame that one.
Over the young and still not strong Yamamoto. Still can be able to push him aside still.
Oh, beautiful there. Little finger roll. Man, his last step was about 8 feet away, so that's nice movement. That's nice lift. Nice finish as well. See if they can replicate that. Going glass that time, no good. Coach is letting these teams play, no timeouts. So nice job. A little bit of a block there by Tong Jun Yuan.
I thought it was going to go for a dunk.
I did too.
Have you had a dunk yet? We had a first dunk yesterday.
I saw
me
an
and Osha.
attempted
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
See, by the Aussie kid.
Right.
I forget his name. But did you see one that was successful?
Yes, it was
Okay.
yesterday. So yesterday.
I saw one. I think I was doing the game with you, the Aussie game.
Yeah.
But it was unsuccessful. You must have saw one later.
Yeah, but after that, yeah.
Okay.
So there were a couple of wedgies and a first dunk, and today we had our first unsportsmanlike foul.
Oh no.
That's not a good thing, but that's what happened as we look at some sequences from the first half, which has been lopsided so far.
Yeah, one-way traffic, so to speak. Again, a learning experience for the young Malaysian team, running up against probably one of the better, if not the best team in the boys competition. Shouldn't say the best, that's not fair. But they certainly look good today. Now, saying that, and you made a very good point earlier in a private conversation, you know, some teams can look really good against teams that are just learning. So, you know, we don't know what they would look like if they were playing, say, that Red Hot Philippines team today that looked really good. They're running away with the match in the second half.
Or the other Chinese team also,
correct.
yeah.
So,
And
the
then-
Korean team we haven't seen yet,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
So,
And that we will get to as we go along through our inaugural NBA Rising Stars Invitational. It's only day number 2. Group stages, round robin phase. We eventually will get to those crucial and more pressure-packed knockout stages.
right, and that will all start tomorrow. You don't want to miss tomorrow's action for sure, because a lot of second games, in fact, all second games will be tomorrow, and in some of these groups that are very closely contested, maybe not so much this group,
Maybe not, yeah.
but some of the other groups where you've got a couple of very good quality teams,
Right.
and whoever wins that goes to the semifinals.
Correct.
Loser does not.
Now lead up to 35
Yeah.
points.
Santos exit, so Coach is going to give the Stars a blow. Full court pressure again.
Oof. Almost a turnover again. Can they make it to half court shot?
Yeah, I don't know.
They did.
They did. They got it across. Usually you don't try to dribble through that kind of
Right.
traffic, but
But he's still dribbling.
yeah.
Oh,
There.
hey, he got bailed out by a
bailed
foul
out.
there.
Japanese guys are beside themselves. Number 15. Why did I reach in? So Kagaya is a culprit there. They had him trapped. They had him bottled up. There's no reason to put your hands in. Almost thrown away.
Ooh. And a foul will be called on number 15,
That's
Kagaya.
that's 2 in a row by Tagaya. They want to get him out of there and let him settle down.
Yeah, bailing out players who are already dribbling wildly. Just got to stay solid defensively.
You know,
So these are the teaching moments also for a team that is
Absolutely.
ahead.
I've had every coach I've ever had has always said, you know, you come against a guy that dribbles a lot, let him dribble. Let him dribble. Oh, nice one. Good bucket there.
So obviously a much better quarter for, if you're just talking about that. Hinhua High School only had 3 points in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, and now they're able to score 9 to get it to double figures.
Yeah, slowly figuring a little bit out, but
Hopefully they will be trending upwards.
another offensive board. Step through. Shot from Threesville, off the mark. 1 and out. Back on Malaysia. 1:30 to go here in the first half. Taken away. We got a 4-on-2 going. Easy bucket.
Yeah, looks like a layup line there.
Kagaya with the finish. Trying to atone for those 2 quick fouls in succession. Oh boy, this might be tough to get across. Got it.
Or do they?
Turnover.
Scramble.
Yeah.
And it is number 4, Katsumata, ending up with the ball. And another easy make there by Murakami.
Yeah. We haven't seen much of him. We haven't needed to, really. So the big 3 flashing some brilliance occasionally, but to be honest, they haven't really needed them in the lineup.
Correct.
So under a minute to go. Malaysia looking for another bucket. Takes some momentum going into the locker room. Little spin move. Almost thrown away. Long, searching three is going to be off the mark. Offensive board, puts it up. So the miss.
Takeaway, counter. With 20 seconds left in the quarter, or in the half.
They're doing the right thing here, spreading out the offense. A little spin move there, nothing doing. Murakami trying to get a shot off before the stroke of midnight. Does it, little finger roll. Oh, he's got some leap on him.
Yeah, he does. He can float, he can fly.
Right around just below the free throw line. Okay, 51-12. I kid you not, that is the score. So we'll step away for halftime festivities. We'll be back for second half action here at the Rising Stars Invitational in Singapore. Don't go away.
Xuan Jun Tan and Jun Yuan Tan contributing too, and Coach Ang Hui Yi has can't do anything but scratch her head right now when you look at the score. But I think looking at the score will be well not productive right now. Let's look at some other numbers, Chuck.
Yeah, 40% from field goal. That's not great by Japan by any means, but compare that to 16%. 7 of 8 from the line, 40-18 of the rebounds. Wow. Turnovers 13-4.
A complete domination in the first half.
And you know, we would expect Japan to be a very disciplined team, and what's really impressive to me is only 4 turnovers. Of course, they haven't been under that much pressure, so that might be understandable. But the rebound differential, 40-18, that tells the story right there.
Right.
Turnovers and rebound differential, what do you expect? So just not many opportunities for the Malaysian guys. You got a feel for them, but again, it's a learning situation. And they can take that to the bank, and they'll come out of this a better team after this tournament's over. So here we go to start it off. Remember, second half, if you're up by more than 25 points, it's a running clock. That is exactly what we have here. Digging his way, using his footwork between the trees.
And Coach Katamine now deciding to start the second half with Yurai Yamamoto, the youngster, getting some valuable minutes in court time, Chuck.
Good for him. They got him down on that low block. Yeah, he really does look like a young kid there, doesn't he?
Yeah. But you'll be surprised probably in 3 to 4 years.
Oh, he'll fill out. He'll fill out.
He'll look like Santos and be playing like him too.
Well, I remember a long, long time ago, I'm showing my age here, when Yao Ming was a skinny kid.
Ah.
Kick out.
Story of the first half.
Yeah.
Takeaways, transition buckets.
And just out-racing the Malaysian players down the court.
Yeah, that's Kurihara this time with his 8th point of the game.
See, you've got to move. You've got to. The Malaysian players just are not moving. No cuts. You can't just stand around waiting for the ball to come to you.
Especially against a defense like this.
Nobody around the basket. So, yeah, the fundamentals are sorely lacking. Now, it may be a team that has just been put together lately, but from what I saw on the bios of both these teams, they do have some experience. Right? They won the under-18 Selangor tournament, and then another tournament as well. So these are 2025 titles.
But of course, Japan, in general, a better basketball country. I guess the kind of tournaments that they've been able to join, right, brings them, as you mentioned earlier, their level up.
Yeah. Well, you know, we mentioned this when we were watching the Australian girls play. I mean, but their women, the Australian women, are ranked what, number 4 or 5 in the world. And so, you know, it's a basketball country. And then coming from Queensland, well, that's a basketball hotbed. So yeah, you win a tournament in Queensland, that's really saying something.
Correct.
Probably Malaysia, basketball is in its infancy.
Right.
So you win a tournament there, that doesn't necessarily, you know, compute the same way it would be if you were playing a tournament in Queensland.
For sure.
Taking nothing away, I mean, a win is a win.
No, putting everything in perspective is what we're doing, putting everything in context here. As Santos tries to make space for himself, too much pace, actually.
A little bit nonchalant. Santos was there going to his left hand.
Oh, takeaway again. Good anticipation there. That was Taira.
Yeah, the clock continues to roll. If you're wondering how come it's already down to 6 minutes, 40 seconds, that's why.
And Santos with a chicken wing move there, Chuck.
Yeah, the foul. Lim Chi-Shin, excuse me, number 13. Watch this again. Oh boy. Yeah, see what you mean by chicken wing move.
that could be an offensive foul.
It could be.
And it should have been. Should have been an offensive foul. Regardless, we'll call the non-call sticks and the other call will stick. So 2 free throws for Santos, who in this game has 13 points.
I imagine at the end of the day, we're going to see a large point spread. All these Japanese players are going to score. So look at that.
Anguiyi, yeah.
No, what are you going to do? You know.
So the running time, obviously, as Chuck explained, for those who are new to the coverage, third quarter or second half, when the lead goes 25 beyond, running time will apply.
Santos exits the game. No doubt everybody's going to get a kick at the can on the Japanese team. Let's see if Malaysia can make, and you know, as we were talking about in the last game, when you're a team that's inexperienced like this team, you look at the block by the newbie Yamamoto, you know, you don't go up to Mount Everest and look all the way to the top and go, my God, I'll never get up to that mountain. You take it step by step. Okay, so what are some things? Can we win the next 2 minutes? Can we win the next 5 minutes?
Right.
Can we play them even the first part of the fourth quarter?
Yeah,
little steps that the coach is going to have to do. And so much of the coaching, when you have a team that's a new team like this, it's not really coaching, it's teaching.
Yeah.
Teaching
Especially
them
at this
in
level.
situations. Sure.
High school,
Yeah.
college level is a lot of teaching. Professionals, that's different story. So high school and college is a lot of teaching. Speaking of goals that you want to make, Chuck, 3 points in the first quarter,
Exactly.
9 points in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So, can you go over 10 in the third quarter?
Attainable goals that you know, give you a realistic look at who you are at that time.
And by the way, achieving those goals by doing the right things too.
That's
That's the important part, by executing and all of that.
Yeah. If I'm the coach, don't even look at the scoreboard.
Correct. No
Who
more.
cares?
No more.
Who cares?
No more. Yeah. This is not
Minimize your
about
mistakes, play the game the right way, and good things will happen.
Not
That's
even
universal.
No, you don't scoreboard watch anymore at this point. Which, by the way, is at 67-14 with 4 minutes to
Shouldn't
play.
watch it, but by the way.
Yeah, but you and I, we have to.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't.
Yeah, they could start, and you know, I'm not trying to be amateur coach by any means
not at
here,
all.
but you know, start by movement on your offensive set, which we have not seen Malaysia do. I don't know if it's because they haven't practiced and don't have the options yet.
Yeah.
They don't have their normal coach with them, then maybe that is an issue as well.
Yeah. Got Sumata there with a 3 to bring it up now to 70-14. Yeah, the original coach, at least on our roster and our paper, is Tanya Wen. Anguiyi, who is the coacher, who is coaching HUAVsFUKUDAI, or HIN rather. The girls team is the one coaching right now.
That was a decent look that time. Hitting the trailer.
Japan getting fancy now.
Everybody's doing the Euro step. So under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Hoping you're enjoying this action. Rising Star Invitational 2025. The first of 3 installments, by the way. You've got a 3-year contract with the NBA, or they have a 3-year contract with Singapore to bring it here on a regular basis. Up the ante on basketball in the Asia Pacific area.
And smothered.
Yeah. White shirts everywhere. Yeah, they come at you in waves on offense, and they're like a brick wall on defense.
That is a 62-point lead.
Yeah.
At 2:21, the only time that the clock will stop.
Yeah. So a timeout finally, more or less just to give the boys a blow, I would think.
Yes.
So, you know, if put your coaching hat on. I know you're a basketball man, boom, and you happen to be the coach of this Malaysian team. Here on out, let's say fourth quarter on out, what's your strategy?
All right, so we talked about the little goals that they have to make, especially, let's say, from a scoring standpoint. There's also the defensive goals. You have to get 2 consecutive stops, you know? Don't make them run. Try to prevent all of these things. So you want to take care of the ball. That's your control. And then the other side is at least get stops. Don't get blown by. Don't get run at. These are some fundamental things that you can work on, and don't watch the scoreboard right now.
Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth. I would say you predicate our play right now on defense. Any scoring will be a bonus. We're not saying that, you know, don't score, but right now we want stops, and a lot of times offense comes with stops.
Make it hard at least. Yeah, make it hard, because right now it's looking like a layup line.
Yeah. So I say a hot knife through butter is what it's looking like right now.
And due credit, of course, to Japan. They're making it look easy right now.
Well, they're a great team. I mean, so far from what we see now in this group, but that in context also.
Right.
We have not seen them play some of the other teams that we've seen who were impressive as well.
Right. And we can't wait to get to those stages. But right now, of course, we are getting through the group stages in the round robin phase.
So here we go, Malaysia. Let's see if they took your advice to heart through telepathy. So again, movement. You've got to have movement. Let's get some cutters. Let's get some cutters going through the middle, and there you go. First bucket, second bucket of the third quarter, maybe.
Yeah, second bucket. 4 points so far of this quarter.
Now let's work on our defense. Let's try and deny.
You know, my coach would usually tell me, have a little pride in that department. You know, your one-on-one matchups, your help defense, have a little pride in that one.
Well, defense is hard. I mean,
it is. It's a lot of work.
A lot of people don't like to play defense because they, well, coach is going to take away from my offense. Good defensive teams win games.
Spot up 3.
Wide open, can't knock it down.
Can't give away second opportunities, third opportunities as Inoki gets it to go.
Yeah, they're queuing up on the outside. They're taking tickets.
81-16 with a minute to play in the third.
Okay, a little bit of movement there. That's good. Turn in shot. Little push off right there. Would that be on number 5 from Malaysia, trying to push away?
I believe it's on a Japanese player.
Okay, that might be on Tan Zuan Jun.
And here's the lesson that you can learn from the opponent. The opponent, Chuck, is up 81-16, and they're playing defense like they're only up by 2.
Yeah, you know, especially when you do all these substitutions. Now, these kids want to play minutes.
Correct.
And they're not going to go in the game and not try just because of the scoreboard. They're trying to impress the coach, too.
Correct.
They want to be in the game in the semifinals and the finals.
As a high schooler, you want to play. That's what it is. You want some court time.
So mercifully, the third quarter is over, 84-16. Will they hit the century mark? One might think so. So we'll come back to the fourth quarter and we'll see all about it after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quarter 4 in a game that has been excruciating, at least if you're on a Malaysian side of the ball. 84-16, a walk in the park if you're from Japan. But as we said before, not to be condescending to any of these teams, they are here for a reason. They're here to learn the game of basketball, and they are getting a lesson right now. So hopefully this will help them in their further studies, so to speak, when it comes to the game of basketball. And we have seen this happen to a lot of eventually good teams who start out like this, but the next year you wouldn't even recognize them. So before we say disparaging things about a team that's losing by 60 or 70 points, hold your breath, because teams can go from the cellar to the penthouse in a flash. So
So far, probably, and please confirm with me, Chuck, the most lopsided match so far in the Invitationals.
Yes, it is, yeah. Save at the last moment. Murakami, we haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Again, running clock. With the left hand that time. Not successful, and back. Oh, nice little drive in between two defenders, and there's a foul. Good job forcing the action, Tan Swun Jun.
And again, for those who are who missed out what we mentioned earlier, or mentioned even yesterday, if you notice the clock is running, it will continue to run as part of a rule here in the Invitationals, as the lead is over 25, and this is obviously way over 25 by now, more than double, so the clock will continue to run.
Yeah.
Just in case people might have missed that. 2 misses from the free throw. Another thing that you want to work on in these things, freebies. You want to make sure that you convert in these freebies. So free throws, I think right now, a lot of players take that for granted, Chuck.
Yeah, they don't practice nearly as much as they should.
Correct.
At any level, at any level.
Right, at any level.
Oh, nice job on the dribble penetration with the left hand. Couldn't get it to fall.
And this is the level where you really have to work on it, because this is where the level of teaching and building habits, as we've been talking about.
Well, free throw shooting is so easy to teach, and you know, the coaches I would have, they'd make us run lines. I know that's antiquated, but you'd run maybe 10 lines at the end of practice. Then you go to the free throw line and shoot your 100 free throws.
Right.
And the idea is to shoot them when you're tired. Simulate the game conditions as much as you can.
Good move on the turnaround.
Yep.
At the 8-minute mark.
Again, the little victories, look, almost stripped him. So let's say for the next 3 minutes, we can win the next 3 minutes. Get a couple stops, get a couple more baskets. Hold your heads up.
Oh, they gave up the switch easily there.
Murakami free to fire away, and that has been a theme of tonight's game.
Thought about the three twice.
He did. Trying to find a hole
Better
in the
option.
defense, and
Better
he did.
option. Yeah,
Yes.
better option.
Good job there.
That's 2 straight baskets,
Yeah.
Chuck.
And again, win every minute. Win every minute. Baby steps.
That's an offensive foul. Another
off.
young. That's a young mistake from Jurai. Oh, that's right, by Murakami.
Yeah, he pushed off as he started his dribble. He can't do that. Santos will check back into the game. Coach not liking some of the things he's seen.
Surprised to see Santos back, but
Yeah.
hey, yeah.
I think he's only played about 12 to 15 minutes, so I want to make sure that he gets enough of a workout. But yeah, I get your point. Why risk injury? Right?
Third
job,
consecutive basket.
Very good. Hey, little victories, and you can see the boys on the Malaysian bench now. You know, their heads are going up a little bit of pride. That's how you instill pride in a team.
And at the bench applauding it too. Santos asking for it. Look at him wrestle underneath.
Now, I like that. I like that by the Malaysian player.
Yeah, Santos just throwing the ball to.
Yeah. No, I mean,
player too.
you know, you're not going to get to do anything you want to do. We know what the score is. We don't care.
Yeah, I think the referee reminding Santos there that no extracurricular stuff.
Yeah. No, Lim held his ground.
He was just being competitive downstairs.
That's right. Yeah, he held his ground. It's a good foul. It's a good foul.
Let him earn it from the stripe. Not a dirty foul. No. It was a physical foul.
And
again,
you know, it
a
worked
lot
out.
of missed
He
free throws,
missed the first free throw.
Right.
Good foul, by definition.
Coach Sota Katamine on your screens real quick. 84-22. 2 misses from the line.
I think there was a lane violation.
Yeah.
Let's see if he gets another shot.
Kids, if you're watching, work on those free throws. I know it looked boring. I know it's sometimes like a lazy thing to do. But these are the basics of the game. As he gets that one to trickle in.
Okay, so if you're Malaysian, let's go down and stick another one in. Come back and make it stop. in this game with an exclamation point.
I mean, 3 consecutive baskets. Good switching by Japan there. It's great defense.
That's just freelancing right there. You're never going to come out on top by doing that. Play as a team. Now let's get a stop here if you're Malaysia. 2-3 fell asleep in the back row a little bit.
Escaped and dodged the bullet there.
They did. There's too much space in that 2-3 defense in the back row. They're not moving over to the strong or the weak side quick enough. That's part of their problem. And again, standing around a little bit. That forces the players with the ball to take some individual action, and that's usually the result. And not enough cutters, not enough screens, not really giving the guy with the ball a chance to do anything with it. You got to create a path for opportunity. So Santos will lead. He was in for a couple of minutes. The clock continues to wind down, under 4 now.
Kick out. Ball fake.
Wide open look. Oh.
Good box out there by Lim.
Whoa. Now see, that's the toughest of Japan. Okay, you meet 2 players, you beat 2 players, you're not beating me. I'm not giving an inch. I'll take the foul. Similar to what happened at the other end with the Malaysian player that Santos got bent out of shape with. Same thing happened at the other end. So yeah, I like the way Malaysia is playing now.
Again, hurrying free throws.
Yeah, like he's double parked.
In Singapore.
You don't want to do that.
Yes, definitely.
1 of 2.
85-23. Get away.
Yeah, great first step.
So that's what we're talking about. You have to have a little pride in that individual matchup and not get a blow by just like that. 2:32 remaining.
Wide open look, why not? Not bad, offensive board. Put it on the floor.
Yeah, brought that ball down. Big mistake.
Shouldn't put the ball on the floor.
Oh, nice pass. Yamamoto not strong enough to grip that ball yet.
Swarming defense by Malaysia, but Japan gets it back on yet another turnover. Show and go. Firing for the right flank. A little bit off the defensive board. Here we go. Malaysia with numbers, 4 on 3. Didn't use it.
Telegraph.
I mean, on offense, Malaysia just standing around in corners, spreading out their offense. I mean, I get the philosophy, but you got to have movement. So getting down to the 130 mark.
Great drop pass. 2 free throws will be awarded, and Japan, as good as they played, have poorly shot the free throws.
Yeah, they have, and this is something that come back and bite them in, in the later rounds.
Right, and that's something that probably Coach Katamine would want to be concerned with going forward.
So Japan will advance to the semifinals, no doubt about that. Malaysia will play Singapore for bragging rights. The Gulf bragging rights. And one will be 1-1, one will be 0-2, and neither one will be taking part of the big dance. In fact, I don't know if any still. Well, we do have one girls team from Singapore that has a shot to get in the semifinals.
Because they had a big win last night.
That's right.
At the clutch too. They won in the end game, and they're going to be up next later on after this one. I think that's why we also have a little bit of a crowd here at the Kalang Tennis Hub.
Bucket there.
88-25.
Well, they did not reach, they're not going to reach the century mark.
Right.
They'll play for the last shot. Little step through, counted in 1. They will get to 90.
And that will also take us to the end of the game. they're probably just going to award the free throw to make it official just for the final score, because that was a foul. So they're going to take this free throw.
And that'll be it. The
And
game's over. It's just a
right.
matter. It's going to be 90 or 91.
Correct.
So, yeah, comprehensive beatdown on Malaysia. Malaysia, obviously a very inexperienced team that came in here, and they had the misfortune of, you know, being in the same group as a team that possibly could be the best boys team. We don't know.
Possibly. Well,
but at least a team that's going to the semifinals, a team that's very experienced. And the expected end result was, as you would expect, 90 to 25, so a 65-point beatdown. And lessons learned by Malaysia. I'm sure that it'll burn them for a while. They'll wake up tomorrow and say, hey, you know, we left our best game out on the court, but a little bit more organization, a lot more practice, a little bit more understanding of spacing, being a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more unselfish with the